Finally, it has happened to me. Okay, we're there. We're there. Sorry about the delay. Listen, we've been having some delay. I apologize for that. Don't know what's going on. It's always something, man. I don't know. Just been a lot, and it's just been, oh God. Anyway, let's talk about it. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator. Welcome to the Jean Marlo Davis Show, where we give information and inspiration to impact the nation. Guys, it's all about helping you to have total prosperity in every area of your life. That's mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, and relationship wise. And guys, I apologize. We had just, I don't know what was going on. We're having some delays, but hey, we figured it out. Bruce figured it out. And we're going to try to figure out where that came from. So thank you so much for bearing with us. And thank you so much for being here with us. I'm going to make sure we got our number down here on the screen, 678-457-9493. Or guys, if you have any questions or whatever, you can leave it down here. I want to welcome everybody to the Jean Marlo Davis Show. I do apologize for the hiccups. We are working on getting those things fixed. So be patient with us because we are brand spanking new. We don't make any excuses. We make it happen, and we're going to figure it out. It's going to get better and better and better with time. We thank you guys for being patient with us. But tonight, we're going to talk about economic stimulus, stress, and the lockdown, all due to COVID-19, aka coronavirus, or coronavirus, aka COVID-19. It has been quite interesting. I want to get into a lot of information today, and I kind of just want to have, like I said, a conversation. And I just been reading some things, and I'm a person, guys, that I'm a feel person, and it's just, I know we're all going through the same thing. So if you feel like you're alone, I want to let you know, as Michael said, you are not alone. I am here with you. We're all in this thing together. So my name is Jean Marlo Davis, and welcome to the Jean Marlo Davis Show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we come on, we give you information, inspiration to impact the nation. We're going to dive into the conversation in about 1 minute, guys. We're going to get into it. We want to allow some people to come on. Go ahead right now. This is the opportune time to go ahead and say, Jean is on. Join us. Go ahead and share the link. Let people know we are live. Let them know we did come on. We did have to go off and come back in, go back in, come back out. We had to do it, but we are here. We're not going nowhere, okay? So listen, it's been interesting, hasn't it? What are we? Some people on day 35 of the lockdown. Some people, we are on day almost 30 here in Cobb County on the lockdown. Some people in different places in Georgia, the different states, countries on different days. But people are feeling like they're running out of things to do. People are feeling like, like it's just a ton of bricks. And tonight we're going to talk about the economic stimulus. We're going to talk about stress and being locked down. I woke up this morning. Oh my God. Let me start there. I woke up this morning to phone calls like never before. Some people calling me as early as 7:30. I'm like, what in the world's going on? Of course, I didn't answer the phone, but I was getting back to back phone calls. And I was wondering what was going on. And so then my husband reached out to me and he asked me, have you seen this article about people going to this tax place and not getting their refund? This article's on there online right now everywhere. You might want to go check that out. And so I checked it out. I looked into some things, and then I understood why people were calling. And I want to talk about the economic stimulus check, but what I want to do is I want to read a letter that I sent out to everybody. Guys, while I'm talking, go ahead and share with some people on your social media platform. Go ahead and share. I'm going to read something to you right now that I sent out to my clients. And to my friends, let me go into my email so I can read this to you. Let's see what I sent out today. I think I sent this out like early this morning. And I'm going to go to that. I could go to here. Hold on. There you go. I sent out an email because so many people were calling and people, oh my God. I don't even know if you went on Facebook and you saw people that were pretty much going to this tax place. I forgot what city, what state, it don't matter. But it was at least over 50 people that was at this tax place. They was upset, irritated, and they felt that this tax owner, this business owner, had taken their stimulus check because they were told that when they went on the IRS website, it said that their stimulus check was already deposited, and it gave them 4 digits, the last 4 digits of their bank account. Well, of course, a lot of people saw, and wait a minute, hold up. This is not my bank account number. Who did this go to? And so, of course, they're stressed out, like, where's my money? And the first thing we jump to is a negative conclusion that someone has stolen the money instead of seeking to understand. And I know none of my clients been like that because they know that's just not me. I don't need your money. But I was looking at this. It was like 28-minute long. People out there ranting and fussing and going off. The police out there at this tax office. People declaring, I need my money. You got my money. You took my money. And so I want to read to you. And I got this. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Henry Carter because he's the one that put this notification out here early in the morning. And I thank you, Dr. Henry Carter, because I shared it with my listeners. I shared it in my emails and different people. So here it says, he posted, understanding why you haven't received your stimulus check if you use a tax service. I know many of you have seen the video going viral showing women at a tax preparation business in Augusta, Georgia, accusing the owner of taking their stimulus check. Here's an explanation. When people use, and I'm going to say it very slow for the people in the back can hear, okay? When people use a tax preparer and ask for a rapid refund check, it is advanced to you from a third party like a bank or credit union, okay? The bank or credit union gives you the money up front, and when the IRS send you your refund check, it goes to the third party so they can recover the money they gave you. The third party came out of their pocket and gave you your refund check, okay? When the stimulus check was deposited, the IRS sent it to the banking account they received when you received your rapid refund check. Here's the solution. The third-party bank or credit union will send you a check which will take 7 days, or they will return the stimulus check to the IRS. The IRS has set up a page where you can put your current banking information so you can receive a direct deposit opposed to a paper check. Note, if you don't have a banking account, Cash App will provide you with an ATM card with a routing number and account number. If you use TurboTax or Intuit, you should receive your stimulus check directly to your personal banking account. Okay, so without any issues. Please go to the irs.gov and update your information under Get My Payment button. Okay, irs.gov, click on Get My Payment button. If your refund has been sent to a third party, please be advised the third party will send your refund back to the IRS and you will receive a letter on how to claim your money. Please don't call all times of day and night about your stimulus check. Be patient. No one has taken your money. I sent this out to everybody so they can understand because people was having a fit. People was having a fit. I was watching the video and people was like, oh my God, Someone's taking my stimulus money. Oh, these people are holding my money. People are stealing, people, whatever. And they don't understand. I used to work for the IRS for several years. I was an auditor. I was a tax examiner, and I understand the process. And back in the day, there was no such thing before they did electronic filing. There was paper returns. And so you would get your check between 4 to 6 weeks, if you remember that. And when they started electronically filing, what they did was they have what we call bank products. Bank products where you use a third-party banking system, Santa Barbara Trust, MetaBank, EPS Financial, different things like that. And so the tax preparer or tax office, wherever you got your taxes done, had an agreement with them, a relationship with them. And the third party, again, as I read, is the one that issue you your refund. You say, I don't do rapid. I don't get my money within 24 or 48. I don't do any advance. Listen, if you got your money 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, you got it quicker than 4 to 6 weeks, you use some form of a third party. When you got your tax documents, it also puts down who the third party was. Now, I know for my tax clients, I gave them a number for the third party so they can call. And the third party banking system had the same information that I just told you, that if you're calling about the economic stimulus check and you didn't get yours, please allow 7 days. We have mailed the checks back to the Internal Revenue Service. They will be in touch with you. So I wanted to be able to just share that because so many people were freaking out. It was crazy. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to sound bad. I already don't talked about it. I already really broke down about the economic stimulus, what I feel about it. I just don't really want to get into that. I know people are hurting. I know people want their money. They need their money. But I was just shocked. Bruce, did you see the video of people just out there? They're not even thinking about a COVID-19, man. They were not even thinking about COVID-19 or Corona or whatever you want to say. They might have some Corona, yeah. But they wasn't even thinking about social distancing. They was in Augusta, Georgia, going after this tax person like, we demand our money. Where's our money? The police officers, they were pretty much standoffish. They had their little mask on. But they was like, listen to what the man is saying. He's telling you guys. And at the end, I saw that they did pretty much gave them an 800 number that they can call and hear for themselves what happened with the economic stimulus. Here's what I want to say, guys. When you get your check, I know some people who are not working right now and they may need to catch up on bills and things of that nature. If that's your case, praise God, you're getting the money to catch up on bills. But if you're already working and your bills are pretty much caught up, take that money and invest in yourself, not into no doodads, no TVs, no, toys and things of that nature. I know you're stressed. We're going to get into all that in just a minute, but I'm talking about the economic stimulus and what happened this morning in Augusta where people stormed the tax office upset because they didn't receive their stimulus check because they thought the tax office stole it, which they did not. It was IRS inadvertently sent it to a third party banking system that in turn sends the money back to the IRS, and you should be hearing from it. So let's just talk about that. We talked about that. Let's just talk about many people were really stressed out, irritated, agitated about this stimulus. I pray everybody get it together. I hope the information that I just shared with you help you guys and understand what you need to do. Go to irs.gov, like I told you, and get the status. If you can, go in there and beat if they told you to go to wait, you got to wait. And just go back periodically and check the irs.gov website and go to that place where I told you to go to, put your social in and all that. If they resent your check, so they can send it to the right place or put it in your bank account. Okay, we're good with that. Okay, good with the economic stimulus. Now let's talk about stress and being locked down. We are so sick of the lockdown of COVID-19, the whole nine. We want to be healthy. We want to stop the spread of the coronavirus. But I've seen some madness. Have you seen the madness, Bruce? I've seen some madness where people, I talked about this last week, for Easter was out partying.
Yeah, they were.
Like over 200 people, man, outside partying. Hadn't even heard of social distancing. I don't think they was like Corona, whatever. And my fear, I was talking to my son about this, and I'm glad that we got some good time left. Guys, go ahead and share this video. Share. If you watch this and this is a replay, make sure in the comments below you type hashtag replay. And while I'm talking, I'm going to share. Let me see what I can do right here. I'm going to share because I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm going to tell people, join us now. Yeah, let's go there. Join us now. Let me do that right now. Join us now for the Jean Marlo Davis show. Yes. Going on now. Okay. Let me just put this right here. www.youtube.com. We talk about all the stress. COVID-19, stimulus check, and more. And more. Let people know we are on right now. Okay, so listen. Okay. So I shared. So go ahead and share. So listen, when we were talking about people want to be healthy, people want to be strong, people want to be all this stuff. People are sick and tired of this. And I was having a conversation with my son, and we were talking about the more and more people are locked down, the more and more people are stuck in their house. They're feeling in a rut. People are getting into depression. People are, just not eating, stressed out, getting headaches. One lady said she is bored of sleeping. I was like, goodness. She said she bored of sleeping. What are we going to do? What should we do? How should we alleviate this stress and being locked down and things of that nature? And then I read an article about a 15-year-old child that was a baseball player that took her life. Took her life because she was stressed out due to COVID-19, being locked in. I'm a grown woman, and I will tell you, if I did not create some form of routine, yes, I pray, I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? You understand? Like Mary say, I love God. You don't love God? That's my song right there, Bruce. Look, we should have put some music on. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I love God, man. And I pray, I fast, make sure my lipstick's straight. And I do all that. I connect with my minister, connect with my friends, my family members, all that. And I'm telling you, there is a form of, oh my God, I just be glad when this is over. And also trying not to fast forward, like when we do come together. We're being real today on the show. I'm just telling you thoughts that I have, thoughts that people have called me and talked to me, and we all came together and prayed, thoughts of what is it going to look like when we do come back together? Will there be an uprise in cases? Will there be higher death numbers climbing? These are the things that people are thinking about right now. Will it be a mandate for you to walk around with masks everywhere you go? Will that be the new normal? These types of things we're thinking about. Will we ever be able to get back to our life where we could go vacay, we could go travel over here, do this, do that? Will the businesses open again? Will we be able to sit down and have a nice family dinner at a fine restaurant? Will we be able to go to Disney World? Will we be able to do the things that we normally do, especially in the summertime? And so we've been talking about this. And my heart, as I get into the solutions, because I always like to bring up the problem and then I like to get into the solutions. My heart was hurting when I read, and I tried to not, oh my God, every time you get on social media and, I have a business, I do a lot of promotion on my business. Just like I say with the Jean Marlo Davis show, it's about information, inspiration. I always strive to put information and inspiration, information and inspiration. But you can't help when you get on your Facebook is loaded. Your social media is loaded, right, baby? It's loaded with so much stuff, even stuff that you don't want to see. And when I saw that with the young girl who took her life, baseball player, things of that nature, just all I know, it was said due to the depression of COVID-19. I said when I do the Jean Marlo Davis show, I was going to talk about it. And I want to give you some signs and symptoms. I want you to talk to your kids. I want you to really, really talk to your kids. Find out how your children are doing. I'm talking about, I don't care if they're little, I don't care if they're grown, in their 20s a day, in their 30s. Talk to them and ask them, how are you doing? Not, oh, mommy, I'm fine. No. How are you doing? How are you feeling mentally about what's happening? Are you having any kind of suicidal thoughts? Do you feel depression? Are you not eating? Do you want to sleep all day? You want to ask them these questions. If you care about your kids, not just how you doing, you good, and then take that as it. No, you got to go down the rabbit hole with your babies to make sure they're straight. So I was reading about symptoms when it comes to our young kids. It said, watch for behavior changes in your teens and your adults. Excessive crying, okay? Irritation in young kids. Returning to behaviors that they're already outgrown, like having toilet accidents or bedwetting, okay? Excessive worry or sadness. Unhealthy eating or sleeping habits, sleeping all day or not sleeping, okay? Acting out, like doing stuff that they wouldn't do, saying things that they would never say. Don't just beat their behind. There's something going on. Listen to them. They saying stuff or they're acting up, fighting, picking fights, throwing things, temper tantrums. You need to sit down and talk to that baby, okay? Unexplained headaches or body pains, okay? Use of drugs, alcohol. You see your kid look like they high as a kite or they drunk. There's some things that they're striving to mask, okay? So you want to talk to your children. And I have a special guest, 2 special guests that's going to come in the studio with me right now. Special guest! Come on and join us. What? Okay, join us. Okay, so on the side right here, that's Alex right there. Say hi, Alex. It's my son, crazy girlfriend. She crazy. And then that's my son. Oh, I'm trying to do it this way. There you go. Daryl. Hi, guys. Yes, coming in. So Daryl, if you will, sorry I didn't have no chair for you, but look at the camera right there. I asked you a question last week, right? I asked you a question. I said, was it last week or this week?
I think it's this week.
This week. I said, Daryl, how are you doing? And you said fine, but I said, how are you doing mentally? Now, how old are you?
I am 28.
28. I asked you, how are you doing mentally? And what did you say to me?
I'm better than I am last week.
And then I said, okay, last week, what do you mean? And what did you tell me?
Last week, I felt like I didn't have a way to expel all my energy, like a center of focus in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, because I work on cruise ships, so once that was taken away, it was like my day or what I usually expel all my energy on was taken away. So I was trying to find something else to invest all my energy into.
Okay. And so what did you do that made this week better than last week?
I found something to invest all my energy into.
Okay. And what is that you're doing?
Learning the stock market.
Okay. Let's get down. Learning the stock market. So you're taking a course that's teaching you about the stock market.
Yeah, the course is called Track and Trade.
Vincent Lee. Track and Trade. We're going to drop that down there. Can you put that? Is it a website they can go to learn about the stock market?
Yes, there's a lot of websites you can go to.
But with Vincent Lee.
Track and Trade. Either you can, if you have Google, you can just Google search track and trade.
Okay, track and trade.
The publisher you're looking for is Vincent Lee.
Vincent Lee.
Yeah, that's one.
And I think his website also is trackandtrade.com. It may be.
So I think it's trackandtradeteachable.com.
Track and trade. Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure. That's what I'm saying. Google search it.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll drop the link down in the description on where you can go if you want to learn about the stock market. Then I saw y'all did something. Alex, I want you to tell me about this. Y'all did something a little sexy. I was a little jealous, because I was like, wait a minute, these millennials, man, they're coming up with stuff because people, we don't want to believe or we don't want to acknowledge that we're interdependent. Would you agree with me? We're interdependent, right? So we don't want to agree with that, but we're missing friends. We're missing family. These are young people with high energy. What did you guys recently do that I was like, okay, that's sexy. We need to do that right there.
Well, Zoom's a big thing now where you can get, hundreds of people into a chat room all at once.
Okay.
And so we grabbed a bottle of wine and called one of our friends in California and had a Zoom happy hour.
Yeah. It was really fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do during a Zoom happy hour? What do you do?
I just catch up with friends, make sure they're doing all right. Make sure that they're copacetic with what they're doing, happy, healthy, find out what they're doing with their time during this, because it's interesting to find out what everybody else is doing with their time.
Yeah. Right.
As well as you, because you could find new ideas of like, that's a good idea.
Yeah, something
I think Kiana told you something.
One of my friends, she got a new guitar, so we're talking about that. Yeah. Then I told her about the stock market thing I'm doing, and she was like, "Oh, she's gonna download Robinhood," and I was like, "I used to swim." She didn't even know that platform existed, so it's really cool. Just talk about anything.
But you could talk and
connect.
And did you feel a sense of release? Yeah. Like you could see, your friends and talk to them. We met some of your friends. That was so uber cool. But that made you feel good, right? Mm-hmm. And so if my listeners that are all ages, I have a high millennial crowd that watch me, what would you guys say? I'm going to start with you, Alex. If you could give a couple of suggestions of them that they've been working and all of a sudden came to a stop. They feel like, oh my God, when is this going to be over? What would you advise my listeners or those who are watching to do during this time?
I mean, like me personally, I've not ever taken a break from singing, dancing, and acting. So this is very new for me. And I had to really sit there and think, what else do I like to do other than perform for people? Because you can't hear. So that was, finding things that Daryl was interested in that I may want to learn about, or, playing video games, or, talking to my friends, like the Zoom happy hour thing. So I would say really try to dive into yourself and find things that are your hobbies and set out, times that you're going to do those throughout the day. So maybe have some sort of sense of schedule, because this is just very schedule free.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that. She said schedule. We're going to talk about that. And what would you say, Daryl? Give a couple of things that, like you said, you was having a bad week last week because you felt like you had all this energy, nowhere to go with it. But now you're taking a course. You have a schedule, you told me. You know what time to do that. What's a couple of things that you would advise? Because I know we're going to, after this show, what we're going to do with you guys. But what would you say that people should do? What would you say?
I would say take care of your mind, body, and spirit. And those three things are entirely different. When you think about it, mind is something extremely mental. Like I would maybe learn an instrument, learn a new trade, read a book, something extremely mentally stimulating. Mind, so that's mind. Body, if you're a physical person, this really sucks because you don't have the gym anymore. I know. I love the gym. I need the gym. It helps me expel a lot of the energy I have. So this really sucks, but I would say invest in running. Okay. Learn how to do calisthenics. Calisthenics is body weight movement. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. I mean, if you just Google calisthenics, there you go, the end. So that's mind, body, and soul. If you're religious or you're not religious, now might be the time to figure that out.
Okay. He is so blunt.
I mean, I don't know. But take care of your soul. Even if your soul is just touching Mother Earth, that's as far as you go. I'm just gonna go outside and I don't know. I believe in gardening, and I think gardening heals the soul.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you plant a tree, you feel something you've never felt before, which is the connection to your mother, your true mother, which is Earth. So if you garden, if you, I don't know, even if your soul for you is connecting with other people, it's your friends, doing Zoom calls, whatever. Just something that makes you feel good about yourself.
Okay. So I like that. Mind, body, and soul. And then what are we doing tonight that's fun that y'all want to tell me?
We're playing Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens? What the heck is an exploding kitten? What is that?
We don't know, but we got to find out.
Okay. So, my thing is, I'm really not, my son helped me out too. And before I let you guys go, they both helped me out because me and Bruce, we was like, we deal with our clients. I deal with clients every day. That hasn't stopped, but that's still work related. And then, of course, we was talking about when the work is over and we're in the house, nobody wants to watch TV all the time. These two was like, well, Mom, why don't you do this? Mom, why don't you do this? And I haven't really been into the games, but I'm eager to learn about these games besides walking and stuff. So I would definitely say, guys, that's that really being around them has helped me a whole lot also with this to get rid of the stress because, we're social beings. We want to get out there and I like to go to the gym, but I love to dance as well. So I do that every day. So, it's interesting. So mind, body, and spirit, do some Zoom parties with some alcohol, which is going to contradict what I say later on. But I got you. Social hour. That's fine. That's happy hour, social hour, responsibly, and then, work on yourself. So let's give it back up to Alex. Thank you for being here. And Daryl, thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you, production.
Absolutely. Thank you, production. Well, thank you. Well, listen, they gave track and trades. Can you put that on the screen, Bruce? Trackandtrades.com. Trackandtrades.com. Mr. Vincent Lee. He is pretty much, let me tell you a little bit about him. And it really goes into he's helping beginners succeed, offering you the knowledge you need to build a fortune in the stock market. Okay, so he goes over his packages, the different packages that he have, the education, and a lot of people are interested in this, and it's really some good information that's available. So it's Track and Trades with an S at the end, trackandtrades.com. Let me make sure I have trackandtrades.com. The instructor is Mr. Vincent Lee. He, is an excellent instructor. And I'm telling you right now, you might want to go there and get the information to be able to start learning. Like he said, like I told you, my son just said that basically last week he had all that energy and nowhere to put it and kind of not like a structure. But now with taking Mr. Lee's course, Track and Trade, he's able to go live with the stock market, see what's going on, the instructions that Mr. Lee give him, the courses that he give them, the classes that he give him. It's a structure like being in college, if you will. But then also, too, you're able to have time to talk to Mr. Lee and give you information about what you need to be doing and things of that nature. So I think it's really, really good. Trackandtrades.com. Trackandtrades.com. Do you have that up there, babe? Trackandtrades.com. You want to go there. And if not, don't worry about it because I'm going to finish speaking about it right now. Trackandtrades.com. You want to go there, Mr. Vincent Lee. Okay. So we talked about it. Mr. Daryl, my son, told you what they did, and Alex told you what they did, and we're excited to see about these exploding cats or whatever that is. So what I want to talk about now is what we need to do during this lockdown to alleviate the stress. They gave you some ideas, and we're going to run it back again before we close out. But let me give you a few things that you want to look into. Number one, you want to take breaks from watching, reading, or listening to new stories from the news. You want to take a break from it. I talked about this the other week, but you do want to take a break. We're inundating ourselves to death with so much constant negative news that it is stressing us out. I'm going to tell you what I do when I finish giving all this information, what kind of schedule I created for myself and what I'm doing to help me to alleviate the stress. And some things might seem very small to you, but I'm telling you right now, there it is on the screen, trackandtrace.com. You want to go there, get the education, sign up for Mr. Lee's course, okay? Take breaks from watching, reading, or listening to the news. Number 2, take care of your body. Daryl talked about that. Take deep breaths, stretch, meditate, eat healthy, a well-balanced meal, exercise regularly, okay? Get plenty of sleep. Avoid alcohol or drugs, or have it very, very little alcohol if you can. If you do one social hour a week, I don't think it's going to kill you doing a Zoom, right, babe? A Zoom meeting a week with your little favorite, it's not going to hurt. But the reason why they say that alcohol is a depressant, and we don't want you to increase in being depressed, okay? So, but I thought that was really, really cool, what Alex talked about, that we could see their friends from all different places of the world, and they're talking about their life, and they're talking about what's going on and how they're coping, and giving them updates and sharing pictures. They even do that. I've noticed that she even does that with her family, that they have Zoom meetings. And of course, we're seeing people doing Zoom business presentation and Zoom workouts and all this. But how about doing a Zoom meeting with your child that's out of state, or your whoever's out of state or in another country, just reaching out to them, just talking to them and things of that nature, okay? So I think that's cool. I think having a social hour once a week, that's not bad. Have a little wine, okay? Make time to unwind. Do some other activities you enjoy, okay? We're talking about what to do to alleviate the stress since we're locked down. What we need to do, we need to occupy our mind, take some courses. I got Track and Trade on there, trades on there scrolling for you. I'm going to give that a little bit longer, let that go for a couple more minutes and take it down. And then it says connect with others. Connect with others. Like I just said, having those Zoom meetings, even like I saw somewhere where one of their girlfriends, they drove by one of their friends' house, and they pretty much, she was in the car, her friend was at the door, and they just talked to each other. They just wanted to see each other. They were 6 feet apart, but they were able to see each other. That was cool, right, Bruce? I know I saw something else where this lady had a birthday party, and she put a little table out, right? And she had a little cake and wings, and everybody just parked. They was in their own car, and one by one, they went up and fixed their little plate and had their little stuff and sat there and had a little party, social distancing. We're trying to find creative ways to just really alleviate, because I want to be real honest with you. This is something that we have never experienced before. I mean, I've never seen this. I'm only 49 years old. We've been through a lot. We've been through the breakdown of 2008. We've been through K1N1, H1N1, SARS, Ebola, all these other things. But this right here is a different monster right here. This right here is a monster, a freaking damn nightmare. It really is. And I'm very serious when I say we need to check on one another. We need to honestly check on one another. And the phone allows you to hide. Okay? I can say, yeah, I'm good. But if I say get on Facebook Messenger, let's Zoom together, let's Skype together, I can look at your eyes, because your eyes is the doorway to your soul, and I can look and see if you're really okay. And if you're not okay, we're going to give you some information to help you with that as well, okay? So, connecting with others. I'm going to get ready to wrap up in a few minutes, guys. Connecting with others is very key during this time. We need to talk to one another. We need to pray together. We need to laugh together. There's so many things that we can do. We can do creative things, man, that we can help each other to get through this. I love the fact that our minister every day, Bishop William Murphy, he prays for everybody at 9 a.m. You can go to the Real William Murphy online, the real William Murphy, or you could go to the Dream Center Church of Atlanta on Facebook. And every day at 9 a.m., he prays with everybody. 12 o'clock, he reads to the young kids. On Tuesday, he does the review at 7 o'clock that he teaches. Thursday morning at 6 a.m., he's praying. So that right there, you heard what my son said earlier, mind, body, and spirit. That's the spirit. It feeds my spirit. It helps me to be motivated, to be encouraged. So I know at 9 o'clock, this is what's going on at 9. Okay. And I'm able to build my schedule around it. Connecting with others is very key. And we got to do it because we need each other to get through this thing. We need each other. We don't know how long this lockdown is going to be. We don't know the parameters of this thing. We don't know after they open up how we're going to shop, or they're only going to let 30 or 40 people in a store at one time, or a restaurant at one time, or how this thing is going to go. This is a damn rabbit hole, I tell you. And I'm just being real. Jean Marlo Davis show is about information and inspiration to impact the nation. It's about having total prosperity in every area of your life. That's why we're dressing mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, relationship-wise. We're dragging, and that really shocked me. I don't know if Mr. Lee is watching. And Mr. Lee, if you're watching, I would definitely say, hold on one second. One of the things that he probably don't even know, that Daryl was feeling that way. And then to have somebody that that you grew up with to put out a course that they're damn good at, and that person to say, wow, this gave me a sense of being, it brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, that's amazing, isn't it? You just don't know how you affect people, man. You don't know. That simple course where he does this for a living, where he makes money online anyway, he helps someone get out of their way. He helps someone that he's close to, that now every morning at 9 o'clock, they're on there taking the course. They're able to do that. That's outstanding. That is outstanding. I mean, it's a miracle. It really is, because you just don't. I'm stuck on this connecting with others, because we're so good at putting on a big front, aren't we? Mm-hmm. We're so good. And I know you can't cry and break down with everybody. Like they say, you don't want to fall. What you guys say? You don't want to fall around. What did TDJ say? You don't want to fall amongst thieves. You want to fall around people who got your back, who's going to be there. And everybody falls not the same. Everybody cries not the same. But sometimes you just want to be able to just see someone face to face. And if that's Zoom, if that's doing a Facebook Messenger, if that's Marco Polo, they got so many. I could go on and on and on and on and on with all the apps that they have. Okay, but you need to be able to connect. And that right there, that really helped me out. And I'm so glad that I asked my son, are you okay? I asked all my children, are you okay? Are you really okay? How are you feeling? How are the grandgirls doing? Let me talk to them. Let me see where they at and what frustration they have going on. Because guys, they may need help. And that leads me up to, what do I do if I need help? What do I do if I feel like I'm going mad? I feel like, I feel like Alice falling down the damn rabbit hole. I feel like, I just can't make it. I feel like, yes, I'm a God-fearing person. Yes, I pray. Yes, I'm striving to be, what's the word? I'm striving to be encouraging, all that thing. But man, when is it going to let up? When is it going to let up? Everybody keep asking that question. When are we going to get back to our lives, man? When will we? I know things will never be the same, but what do I need to do? I feel like I'm going mad. That's what people are saying. So we're saying, if you feel like that, guys, and you feel like you need to talk to someone, ain't no shame. Just nothing to be shameful. Is it, Bruce? Nope. Nothing to be shameful. Let me give you a number. It's called Disaster Distress Helpline. Disaster Distress Helpline. The number is 1-800-985 5990. Again, 1-800-985-5990. If you need help and you feel overwhelmed, you feel like, you know what, I just can't. I just want to run down the street screaming and hollering, butt naked. I'm just tired of it. I'm over it. Some people are saying things and I know they really don't mean it, but they're tired. They're like, bump it. If, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to hug my friend. I'm going to hug my grandmother, my grandfather. I'm going to do it. If I get it, I get it. Some people are saying that. I've heard it. Because people are so just done with this. And we're just praying and asking God for a solution, for a healing, for a remedy, for this thing to be abated so we can have some form of normalcy again. So if you're feeling stressed, 1-800-985-5990. Oh, yes. I see Vincent. We gave your course out, Mr. Vincent Lee. He's on right now. Vincent, if you can, drop your number below for trackandtrades.com if they want to get in touch with you, or do you prefer them to just go to the website trackandtrades.com for those who want to take lessons on the stock market and know what to do? Mr. Vincent Lee is listening live. So if you got a question, you can drop your question down below. Thank you. Leah said, absolutely, Miss Jean is a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Listen, people are dying left and right and left. I always try to give inspiration. I don't like to talk about these things, but when I come to Jean Marlo Davis show, this show right here, I'm going to keep it real. Whether I step on somebody's feet or I encourage someone, motivate, but it's all about putting you into action, helping you to see the truth, because the truth is out there, but also allowing you to know that we here at the Jean Marlo Davis show, we care. We care. We know what's going on. We're not giving you fluff and puff. We're not playing games. We're not acting like we don't know. We know, right, Bruce? We know what people are going through because I get phone calls all the time. People know and they say, Jean, you're a strong woman. And a lot of people plug into me. And I just feel like that's the responsibility God has for me. But then in turn, I have to be able to plug into someone as well to boost my battery. And I plug it to the source. And I thank God I have a great bishop. And I thank God I have a great husband. And I have great family members. And that if I need to cry, I need to vent, I need to let it go, I can. But if you just feel like you can't sleep, you're overeating, you're losing a lot of weight, you're stressed out, you're getting headaches, you feel like you're having panic attacks, call the disaster distress hotline, 1-800-985-5990, 1-800-985-5990, or you can text talk with us to 66746. Talk with us. That's all together, no spaces. You want to text to 66746. Talk with us. No spaces. 66746. Talk with us. If you feel that you need some counseling, that you feel overwhelmed, there's no shame in the game. That's you and that counselor on the phone. No one has to know. We all need to talk to someone. There's nothing wrong with it. We want you here. We need you here. God has a mission, an assignment for you. We're going to get through this together. Trust me, we're going to get through it together as we always do. It's going to change. Things will be different, but together we all can achieve more. Together we can win. So I just want you to know you're not the only one. Please talk to your babies. Please ask. Dude, this is a wellness check. You know how you call the police and say wellness check? You need to do a wellness check in your house. You're there with your wife. You're there with your husband. You're there with your kids. You're there with your friends. You're there with your family members. Go to them and ask them. Pull them aside and say, honey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. No. Are you really okay mentally? What are your thoughts right now? How are you feeling? Are you having thoughts of suicide? Are you feeling a certain type of way? It's time to get real because we don't want to lose anyone to suicide. COVID-19 is already claiming folks. We don't need suicides to claim people too. We got to be real. And yes, I can educate, I can train and all that, but I have to I have to be real. And that's what Jean Marlo Davis show is all about. And I want to tell you, get the help you need. That hurt me so bad when I read about that 15-year-old female baseball player killed herself because she was going through depression. You need to talk to your little kids. I don't care if they 5, 6, 7, 9. I don't care. Talk to them. Ask them, are you okay? Find out. We got little kids as young as 10 years old killing themselves. We didn't know anything about that when we went. What? We didn't even have those types of thoughts when we were kids. We was having a fit if we couldn't go outside, but what? Kill ourselves? No, we weren't doing that. Okay. Vincent has put his information down there, guys. You can look at the notes. It's there. His number is 404-227-2932. That's 404-227-2932. Or you can go to trackandtrades.com. That's trackandtrades.com to take the course that my son Daryl talked about that helped him to, come to center, to have something to do every day because he's not working right now. He's been displaced. Okay. So it gives him Vincent Lee, or he said you can DM me here as well. You're very welcome for the shout out. Love you. Absolutely. Love you too. But let me go ahead and wrap up with this. So we gave you disaster distress number, 1-800-985-5990. We gave you a number to text. Talk to, okay, hold on one second. I'm going to get back with you, beloved. Talk with us to let me put this on mute. 66746. That's 66746. Text talk with us. No spaces. And last but not least, some people are experiencing domestic violence, being locked in. I read another story. Being locked in. Can you even imagine being in a place you're both stressed out, you're both irritated, you're agitated, you're locked in, you're locked down. You may be going to work, you may not be going to work. Somebody says something a little harsh, somebody snaps a little bit, and because someone loses the discipline, begin to beat up on the other spouse. I don't care what nobody say. You don't put your hands on anyone. I don't care how distressed you are. I don't care how angry you are. I don't care what you're going through. But if you are experiencing domestic violence, I want you to call 1-800-799-7233. There are counselors right now waiting to talk to you, to give you some guidance, to tell you what to do. I'm not a counselor. That's not my jush. But I tell you, I am a great resourcer. I am a wealth creator. I know how to get the information to you. 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233. If you are experiencing domestic violence, call, get help. We don't need you to be in a body bag too. Okay? COVID-19 is getting people. Suicides are getting people. And now domestic violence is up as well in the numbers because of the stress. Get the help you need, guys. Get the help you need. We talked about tonight the economic stimulus. I gave you information on what you need to do. If you get your refund from a third party, what you need to do to claim it. I gave you the information. If you don't know, go back and watch this broadcast from the beginning when it's available. Guys, I talked about stress, what you need to do when you're stressed out, what to do when you're locked down. One thing I want to leave with you, what has helped me out tremendously, I'm still working. I have clients that it's tax season right now. I'm still busy with tax season. Thank God I'm still busy with coaching and mentoring. My thing is differently because I'm always busy working and creating. My thing, which I share with some of my children, is the socializing, to learn how to say enough with that. Let me enjoy playing a game. Let me enjoy taking a walk. Let me enjoy doing something with my family where I'm not just work. That's something like a blanket for me to stay working, to keep my sanity, to keep my mind right. But what I have done is I leave you guys, what I've done is I created a schedule. It's been like this for a minute, but I thank God for the schedule so much. It has tweaked a little bit. Well, I would say not really, because what I normally do is I get up in the morning, I pray, okay? I have to do that. I pray, I stretch, I exercise, and then my bishop prays at 9 o'clock. I like to do the unity prayer with him, so I get online with them at 9 o'clock to get some personal development. And by 10 o'clock, I'm on working with clients, answering phone calls, returning messages, doing my marketing, doing my branding. I'm working from 10. I take my lunch just like I would anytime between, I would say between 12 to 1, I try to get my lunch in. After lunch, I go back to marketing. At 4 o'clock, I stop. I now have hubby time, family time, cook dinner. After we cook dinner, we're talking, things of that nature. 6 o'clock, we go for our little walk, right, Bruce? Go for a little walk, come back, wash our hands, our face, socialize a little more, take my shower, and then before I go to bed to wind down, I watch a movie. That's my day. But that's a schedule that I have that keeps my mind active. It keeps me sane. And sometimes I know what days I go to the store. If I don't want to walk, sometimes I'm just being real. Can I be real? Can I be real? Sometimes I jump in the car and just go ride up the street, right, Bruce? Ride around the neighborhood for 20, 30 minutes with the windows down, just getting fresh air. That's social distance. Nobody's with me and my husband. I do that. Go walk the dogs, even if you have dogs. Walk the dogs. I seen a neighbor. She was in her driveway. Another neighbor's across the street in their driveway. They was sitting in chairs, babe, in the driveway talking to each other. They're socializing, right? Find out what works for you. Get a schedule. You heard my son said that earlier. Take a course. You heard him talk about the course he's taking, trackandtrades.com with Mr. Vincent Lee. Work out, right? Stretch, meditate, pray, get on Zoom, talk to some friends, have you a little social wine hour, talk to your friend on Zoom or Facebook Messenger or Marco Polo, whatever, that you can see them, not just on the phone, see them, right? So you can say, I see you. You can see them and see that they're okay. But all in all, we want you to be well. We want you to be well. So much stuff going on. It's amazing. I'm praying for everybody out there. Pray for me too, right? Pray for me. Pray for Bruce. We're praying. One thing I definitely want to say, guys, please make sure that you're taking your vitamin C. Take care of yourself. Get your vitamin C. Anything that boosts your immune system. I take my vitamin C. I take my black seed oil. And I take my elderberry. Do we not, Bruce?
Yes, we do.
We take all that. So we take that. We drink clean water. We eat healthy. We exercise. We pray and meditate. Boost your immune system. If you have kids, get your kids on vitamin C. Drink your orange juice. Get a little high dose of vitamin C. That's what they're recommending to do that. Don't sit up there and leave your children out. Make sure your children's straight. Make sure you check on your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever. Make sure they're taking their vitamin C. They're boosting their immune system. We want you healthy. Make sure when you come from outside, wash your face, wash your hand, change your clothes, take your shower, do what you need to do, but protect yourself. Yes, keep the social distance is important, but learn what you need to do. This is a new way of doing things right now, and we want to make sure that you stay safe. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this live. If you think this is a great video to help people, do me a favor and share this video. Like it, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Tell somebody else to subscribe and hit the bell to get all the alerts so you can know when we have the next show. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, we had a little technical difficulty, but we came back and we stayed in the ring and we gave you some extra time, okay, to make up for what we missed. Guys, make sure you tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Jean Marlo Davis Show. It's all about information, inspiration to impact the nation. We want you to have total prosperity. That's mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, as well as relationship wise. We want you to know that you are a wealth creator, and I'm a wealth creator too. Tune in every Monday at 7 p.m. for Money Madness. It's all about money, how to make the money, how to protect the money, how to grow the money, how to invest the money, how to have the money flowing to you. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. Guys, that is my time. I really don't want to come on here and really talk about my business or anything of that nature. I do that all the time. I really wanted to come on here and just tell you to be safe out there. Be safe. Make sure you're honest. Talk to someone if you need to talk. Hey, if you need to talk to someone, babe, drop my number down, 678-457-9493. I'm not a counselor. I am a friend. And I can always get something to you, whatever resources you need. If I don't know, guess what? I can find it. But I just know we're all in this together. We're feeling this together. We're sick and tired of this corona. We're sick and tired of the lockdown. We understand social distancing, and we're praying to God that people don't just explode. And yeah, got to be. Let me read some of y'all comments. Leah said, thank you. Leah said, you got to be creative. Yes, you do. Thank you. Stay safe. Yes, you do. I just know I'm a feeling person. I'm a loving person, my husband and I. And I know what people are going through. You see it on social media. You're hearing about it. And we're all feeling it. And we're all in this together. So, guys, listen, there's no big eyes. There's no little U's. God showed us that, didn't he? He shut it all down. Did he not? Did he not? No matter whether you're a celebrity or not. Aren't you seeing some of these celebrities? No makeup, hair gray, looking older than what they have. Because that's all makeup, baby. That's all makeup. But guess what? The makeup artist locked down. The barber, he's locked down. The beautician, locked down. Everybody's locked down. So we're all in this together. Hopefully, we'll come out of this really hearing God's voice, really listening and understanding that we're all interconnected. We're all in this together. There's no big eyes. There's no little U's. It's just us. Welcome to planet Earth. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. Tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. for the Jean Marlo Davis Show. And don't forget to subscribe to our show. Remember, you're a wealth creator. I'm a wealth creator too. And remember, you can have, be, do anything. I'm praying for you. I love you. Stay safe. Take care.